In this video, we will explore the essential role of product strategy and road mapping within enterprise software. We examine the core principles that support the creation of effective business solutions, ensuring products thrive in a competitive landscape. The process begins with an understanding of product strategy, which serves as a roadmap from the initial software concept to a thriving product that stands out in a competitive market. A well-defined product strategy articulates the software's purpose, identifies target users, and establishes distinct competitive advantages. The first step in product strategy involves identifying and understanding the target audience through both primary methods like user interviews and surveys to directly uncover their needs and challenges, and secondary methods, such as analyzing market studies and industry trends to gain broader insights. A clear understanding of end users and their challenges is crucial. This involves analyzing their pain points and the solutions they seek. For example, Microsoft Teams was developed to meet the growing need for seamless remote collaboration, identified through understanding key customer requirements. Next, the product must establish a unique value proposition. This step involves identifying the features that make it stand out. Factors like innovation, ease of use, or enhanced security can be differentiators. Microsoft Excel, for instance, provides advanced data processing capabilities, offering users powerful analytical tools that increase its value. Comprehensive market research is essential for understanding the competitive landscape. Identifying market gaps creates opportunities for innovation. Before launching Azure, Microsoft analyzed cloud service demands to pinpoint areas for improvement, ensuring a competitive edge in the industry. A well-structured product roadmap aligns stakeholders by outlining key milestones and objectives. It provides a clear development timeline, ensuring consistency and focus. Microsoft Office 365, for example, continuously enhances user experience through integration updates, maintaining engagement, and long-term success. Building anticipation before launch is critical. Effective strategies such as trailers, online campaigns, and influencer collaborations generate excitement. The Microsoft Surface series gained significant traction through promotional efforts that emphasized its innovative design and performance capabilities. Post-launch optimization is equally important. Gathering user feedback and refining the product based on insights ensures continued improvement. Microsoft's Windows OS updates illustrate how iterative development, driven by user input, leads to enhanced functionality and usability. Keeping up with industry trends and best practices is vital. Leveraging project management tools and analytics platforms enhances decision-making. Emerging technologies like generative AI contribute to creating more intuitive user experiences, driving further innovation in product strategy. Successful software development depends on understanding target customers, defining a unique value proposition, maintaining a detailed roadmap, and leveraging industry best practices. Product management is a dynamic field that requires adaptation and continuous learning for sustained success. Key elements of a strong product strategy include customer insights, market research, and competitive analysis. These elements lay the foundation for building effective software solutions that meet user needs and differentiate themselves in the market. A strategic approach to product development is iterative. Product strategy is not a fixed document. It evolves based on market trends, technological advancements, and user feedback. This adaptability ensures products remain relevant and competitive over time. Clear articulation of a product's vision is crucial. A well-defined vision aligns development and marketing efforts while communicating long-term goals. Microsoft's HoloLens, for example, was developed with a vision of merging digital and physical realities, guiding its augmented reality capabilities. Efficient resource allocation plays a key role in execution. Managing budgets, timelines, and personnel effectively ensures priorities are addressed. Early-stage software development often focuses on core functionalities, laying a strong foundation for future enhancements and scalability. Risk assessment and mitigation are integral to a successful product strategy. Identifying potential risks, whether technological, financial, or competitive, allows for proactive solutions. Microsoft's strategic expansion into cloud services minimized the risks associated with traditional software licensing, ensuring long-term growth.
Welcome to the Idea Factory. In the world of product management, especially in the gaming industry, generating innovative and exciting ideas is key to success. Today, we'll explore some brainstorming and ideation techniques to help you come up with some exciting game ideas.
Hi there, I'm Nina, and I love coming up with new game ideas. Let's explore some techniques that can help you unlock your creativity and generate awesome game concepts. Brainstorming is a classic technique where we gather as a team and let our ideas flow freely. No idea is too silly or out there. The goal is to generate a large quantity of ideas quickly. We build on each other's suggestions and see where our imaginations take us. Remember, quantity often leads to quality. Next, mind mapping is a visual brainstorming session. We start with a central idea or theme and branch out, connecting related concepts, mechanics, or even emotions. This helps us see the big picture and discover unexpected connections between ideas. It's a great way to organize your thoughts and explore different possibilities. Role-playing is where we get to step into the shoes of our players. We act out different scenarios, experiment with game mechanics, and try to experience the game world firsthand. This helps us understand how players might interact with our game and identify potential challenges or opportunities. It's also a lot of fun. Another tip is to simply look around you. Inspiration can be found in the most mundane tasks. We look at everyday activities like cooking, cleaning, or commuting. Then we think about how we can turn them into fun and engaging game experiences. This approach can lead to unique and relatable game concepts. And don't limit yourself to just games. We explore books, movies, art, music, and even nature to find inspiration for new game worlds, characters, and stories. Sometimes, the most unexpected sources can spark the most creative ideas. The key to successful ideation is to keep an open mind, embrace collaboration, and never stop exploring. Remember, the best ideas often come from the most unexpected places.
Imagine you're a product manager at a software company. Your team is tasked with developing the next generation of your flagship collaboration tool. You want to integrate cutting-edge AI features to streamline workflows, but you're facing a blank page. How do you even begin to brainstorm? This video will demonstrate how to use Microsoft Copilot to generate and refine product ideas, particularly those that incorporate AI and cloud functionalities. We'll walk through a process you can use to go from a general idea to a more detailed concept. Let's begin by understanding the power of using AI to spark innovation. Copilot can analyze large data sets and identify trends, which can help find potential product opportunities. To start, consider a broad prompt. For example, generate product ideas for an enterprise collaboration tool using AI. Copilot provides several ideas. These might include features like AI-driven meeting summaries, predictive task assignments, or automated data analysis within shared workspaces. Now, refine the ideas. Let's focus on the AI-driven meeting summaries. You can ask Copilot to expand on the AI-driven meeting summary feature. Copilot can detail how this feature could work. It might suggest automatically generating key takeaways, action items, and sentiment analysis from meeting transcripts. Next, consider the cloud integration. Ask Copilot, how can this meeting summary feature integrate with Azure Cloud Services? Copilot can suggest storing meeting transcripts and summaries in Azure Blob Storage and using Azure Cognitive Services for sentiment analysis. Now, let's explore another idea: predictive task assignments. Ask Copilot. Explain how predictive task assignments could work in detail. Copilot might detail how the system can analyze team member skills, project deadlines, and past performance to assign tasks efficiently. This can improve project management and reduce delays. Consider the scalability of this feature. Ask Copilot, how can this feature scale for a large enterprise with thousands of users? Copilot can suggest using Azure Kubernetes Service for container orchestration, Azure Cosmos DB for scalable data storage, and Azure Load Balancer to handle increased traffic. Let's try a different approach. Ask Copilot, generate product ideas that use AI to improve customer support for cloud-based software. Copilot might suggest ideas like AI-powered chatbots, automated ticket routing based on sentiment analysis, and predictive maintenance alerts for cloud services. Focus on the AI-powered chatbots. Ask Copilot, detail how an AI chatbot can improve customer support for a complex cloud platform. Copilot can describe how the chatbot can understand natural language, access knowledge bases, and escalate complex issues to human support agents. It can also suggest using Azure Bot Service for development and deployment. Now, consider the data privacy aspects. Ask Copilot, what are the data privacy considerations for an AI chatbot handling sensitive customer data? Copilot can highlight the need for data encryption, compliance with regulations like GDPR, and the importance of user consent. It might also suggest using Azure Key Vault for secure key management. Let's refine one last idea. Ask Copilot, explain how predictive maintenance alerts would work within a cloud platform. Copilot can detail how AI can analyze system logs, performance metrics, and usage patterns to identify potential issues before they cause downtime. It can suggest using Azure machine learning to train predictive models. Finally, consider how to present these ideas. Ask Copilot, how can I visually present these product ideas to stakeholders? Copilot can suggest using tools like PowerPoint, Power BI, or even mind mapping software to create clear and engaging presentations. It may also give suggestions for layouts and key points to emphasize. By using Copilot, you can quickly generate and refine product ideas, explore AI and cloud functionalities, and consider various aspects like scalability, data privacy, and presentation. This helps streamline the ideation process and focus on creating innovative products. Remember to always refine, iterate, and validate the ideas generated with Copilot. It is a powerful tool to begin the ideation process, but human creativity and validation are still essential.
In this video, we will explore the process of transforming product ideas into tangible realities within enterprise software development. While ideas form the foundation, successful solutions arise from careful evaluation and prioritization. We will examine how to distinguish impactful concepts from those less viable. You will learn strategies for assessing and ranking product ideas. By the end of this session, you will understand how to evaluate concepts based on feasibility, market potential, and alignment with business goals, aiding in informed decision-making. Let us begin by understanding the importance of evaluation and prioritization. Product development resources, such as time, budget, and workforce, are often constrained. Therefore, the goal becomes the efficient allocation of these resources. By evaluating and prioritizing ideas, you direct investments toward projects that yield the most business value, address customer needs, and maximize returns. We implement several key strategies to guide the decision-making process. First, assess feasibility. The idea must be deliverable with existing skills and technology within a practical time frame and budget. Consider Microsoft's transition to a subscription model for Office. This idea was achievable given their established cloud infrastructure. Crucially, market research validates software demand and its potential. It identifies target audience needs and gaps in existing solutions, informing development to directly address requirements and uncover opportunities, mirroring Microsoft's pre-team strategy. Assuming demand without validation is a major risk. Building software on unsubstantiated needs wastes resources and time, likely resulting in a product lacking market relevance and adoption. Thorough research avoids this pitfall by confirming demand and understanding specific user needs. New product development must strategically align with overarching business objectives like revenue growth, user expansion, or brand enhancement, ensuring ideas conform to the company's vision, as seen in Microsoft's AI integration for innovation leadership. Furthermore, the idea should strategically fit, complementing existing products or guiding the company into profitable new areas, exemplified by Microsoft's acquisition of LinkedIn to expand its professional network reach. All new developments involve risk. You must determine whether to pursue calculated risks for high-potential ideas or opt for more certain outcomes. Consider innovations like Microsoft's investment in cloud computing with Azure. Evaluating and prioritizing product ideas is essential in software development. By scrutinizing feasibility, potential, alignment with objectives, strategic fit, and risk, you guide decisions toward successful outcomes. Remember, not every idea will succeed. However, these strategies improve the likelihood of developing successful products. Embrace the challenge and rely on your judgment as you transform ideas into reality. Evaluating product ideas also necessitates a deep understanding of the competitive landscape. Analyze existing solutions and identify unique selling points. This allows for the development of products that stand out and provide distinct value to users. For example, when Microsoft entered the video conferencing market with Teams, they differentiated themselves by integrating it seamlessly with their existing Office 365 suite. Furthermore, consider the scalability of the idea of how other groups' feedback contributes to the success as well, business leaders, devs, etc. Flexibility and adaptability are vital for long-term success. Cloud-based solutions like Microsoft Azure demonstrate this principle by offering scalable infrastructure that can adjust to fluctuating demands. Gathering feedback from stakeholders, including potential users, developers, and business leaders, is also essential. This collaborative approach provides diverse perspectives and helps refine ideas before significant resources are invested. User feedback ensures that the developed product meets real-world needs and solves actual problems. Finally, establish a clear evaluation framework. Define specific criteria and metrics to measure the success of each idea. This structured approach enables objective comparisons and informed decision-making. By implementing these additional strategies, you further refine your ability to transform promising ideas into successful enterprise software solutions. By consistently refining your evaluation process and adapting to evolving market dynamics, you enhance your capacity to consistently deliver impactful software solutions. This iterative approach promotes innovation and ensures sustained success in the dynamic landscape of enterprise software.
Welcome to this video on evaluating and prioritizing product ideas. Today, I'll walk you through how to use a scoring matrix to evaluate and prioritize product ideas based on feasibility, market potential, and alignment with business objectives. We'll use this matrix to bring a structured, data-driven approach to decision-making, helping you focus on the most valuable product ideas. Evaluating and prioritizing product ideas can often be a challenge, especially when you have multiple concepts vying for attention. A scoring matrix is a simple yet effective tool that allows you to rate each idea across different criteria, so you can make objective decisions about which ideas to pursue. Let's begin. We'll start with a blank spreadsheet. You can create this in any spreadsheet tool or use built-in templates from tools like Miro or Notion. The matrix typically consists of rows representing the product ideas you want to evaluate and columns representing the criteria you'll use to score them. For this example, we'll evaluate product ideas for a micro-learning app. Let's say we have 3 ideas. 1. Adding gamification features. 2. Expanding into corporate training. And 3. Creating AI-powered personalized learning paths. These will be our rows. Now, let's establish the criteria we'll use to evaluate each idea. Step 1. Defining evaluation criteria. Common criteria for evaluating product ideas include feasibility, market potential, and alignment with business objectives. Feasibility refers to how realistic it is for your team to build the feature given your resources, budget, and technical capabilities. Market potential assesses the opportunity for growth, such as how much demand there is for the feature. Finally, alignment with business objectives ensures that the product idea contributes to your long-term strategy. Step 2. Assigning weights. Not all criteria carry the same importance. You might decide that market potential is more important than feasibility, or that alignment with your business goals should be given higher priority. For this reason, we'll assign weights to each criterion. For this exercise, let's give feasibility a weight of 20%, market potential 40%, and alignment with business objectives 40%. This helps ensure that the criteria most critical to your success have the most influence over the final scores. Step 3. Scoring product ideas. Now that we've defined our criteria and weights, we can begin scoring each product idea on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. Let's start with the idea of adding gamification features. In terms of feasibility, we'll give this idea a score of 4. Gamification is a feature we could likely build with our current team and resources, and the complexity is manageable. Next, let's consider market potential. Research shows that gamification is increasingly popular, and users are more likely to engage with content that incorporates game mechanics. We'll assign a score of 4 here as well. For alignment with business objectives, gamification fits well with our goal of increasing user engagement, so we'll give it a 5. Now, let's move to the idea of expanding into corporate training. For feasibility, we'll give this idea a score of 3. While it's possible, it may require hiring additional resources or expertise, and we may need to adjust our platform to meet the needs of corporate users. As for market potential, corporate training represents a huge market, but we need to consider that it may take time to establish partnerships and build credibility in the space. We'll give this a 3 as well. In terms of alignment, while corporate training could be a valuable revenue stream, it doesn't align as closely with our core mission of individual learning experiences, so we'll assign a score of 3 here. Finally, let's evaluate the idea of AI-powered personalized learning paths. In terms of feasibility, this idea scores a 2. AI implementation could be complex and require advanced technical capabilities, which may not be feasible with our current resources. However, for market potential, we'll assign a 4. Users are increasingly looking for personalized learning experiences, but it isn't the only motivating factor for our customers. For alignment, this idea fits perfectly with our long-term business goal of improving learning outcomes for users, so we'll give it a 5. Step 4. Calculating weighted scores. Now that we've scored each idea, we'll multiply each score by its corresponding weight and sum up the totals. For example, for gamification, we multiply 4 feasibility by 0.2, 4 market potential by 0.4, and 5 alignment by 0.4. This gives us a total weighted score for gamification of 4.4. We'll do the same for corporate training and personalized learning paths. Once all the scores are calculated, we can see which idea ranks highest based on the total score. In this example, gamification receives the highest rank, followed by AI-powered personalized learning paths and corporate training in last place. Step 5. Using the results to prioritize. Now that we've ranked the product ideas based on our scoring matrix, we can make more informed decisions about which to pursue. In this case, the high market potential and strong alignment of gamification makes it the top priority. In conclusion, using a scoring matrix or similar tools helps you bring clarity to the process of evaluating and prioritizing product ideas. It provides a balanced approach, allowing you to weigh the pros and cons of each idea based on data rather than relying on intuition alone.
Ever wonder how to choose which ideas to pursue and which ones to put on hold? Today, we're exploring the art of prioritization in product management. As product managers, we're constantly flooded with new ideas, feature requests, and potential improvements. But we can't do everything at once. That's where prioritization comes in. Let's say we're developing a new project management tool. We might have a long list of potential features, from task management and collaboration tools to advanced reporting and integrations. But we can't build everything at once, and we might not want to build every feature that is suggested. Prioritization helps us focus our limited time, resources, and budget on the most impactful initiatives. It ensures that we're building the right things at the right time, delivering value to our customers, and achieving our business goals. The first step in prioritization is to gather all your ideas and look at all of the possibilities for potential projects. This can involve brainstorming sessions, customer feedback, market research, and competitor analysis. The next step is deciding what to focus on. We need to evaluate each idea and determine its potential impact, effort required, and alignment with our overall product strategy. We use various frameworks and techniques to help us prioritize. One popular approach is the RICE scoring model, which considers reach, impact, confidence, and effort. We also consider factors like market demand, strategic alignment, and technical feasibility. It's crucial to involve key stakeholders, like engineering, design, marketing, and sales, in the prioritization process. This ensures that we're making informed decisions that benefit the entire organization. By prioritizing features based on their potential impact on user productivity and business goals, we can create a roadmap that delivers the most value in the shortest amount of time. We might start with the core task management functionality, then add collaboration features in a later release, and eventually explore more advanced reporting capabilities. Prioritization is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires constant evaluation and adjustment as your product and the market evolve.
Imagine developing enterprise software without a clear purpose or direction. It's easy to get lost in countless decisions, wasting valuable resources. That's why a product vision is essential. It acts as your guiding star, keeping your team focused and helping them make informed choices. In this video, you will explore the concept of a product vision and its key role in crafting successful software. You will learn how to formulate a vision that inspires your team, resonates with clients, and directs product development. A product vision is not just a high-level aspiration. It's a concise statement that captures the essence of your product, its purpose, and its anticipated impact. Think of it as the driving force behind every development decision. In software development, a well-defined product vision serves several important functions. First, it aligns your team by establishing a common objective. When everyone understands the overarching goal, they can collaborate effectively toward a shared purpose. Second, an inspiring product vision motivates your team. It provides a clear target to strive for, sparking creativity and drive. Third, a product vision communicates the value of your software to stakeholders, investors, and customers. It helps generate enthusiasm and gain support for your project. Finally, a product vision offers a framework for evaluating and prioritizing features. When faced with choices, you can refer to your vision to stay aligned with your broader objectives. Let's look at how to define a product vision that is both inspiring and actionable. Start by understanding why you are creating this software. Identify the problem it solves, the intended users, and the impact you want to achieve. A clear purpose helps you craft a meaningful and compelling vision. Consider Microsoft Teams. The vision was not just to enable virtual collaboration, but to empower teams worldwide to connect seamlessly. This clarity has resonated with many businesses and contributed to its success. A strong product vision focuses on user experience. It defines the experience you aim to create, the emotions you want to evoke, and the value you plan to deliver. When developing Microsoft Azure, the vision centered on providing a versatile and secure cloud platform. This user-focused approach helped Azure become a leader in cloud services. Keep your vision simple and memorable. Avoid complex language and aim for a concise statement that captures your product's essence in just a few words. Consider Microsoft Excel. The vision was to create an intuitive tool that allows users to manage data effortlessly. This clarity has helped Excel remain a staple in productivity software. Your product vision should encourage your team to pursue ambitious goals. Don't be afraid to aim high. While providing clear direction, your vision should also be adaptable. As the market evolves, your vision should guide you without being too rigid. A well-crafted product vision serves as the North Star of your software development. It provides purpose, inspires your team, communicates your product's core value, and supports informed decision-making. Remember, a great vision is not just about what your software is, it's about what it can become. Dream big, stay focused, and let your vision guide you in creating remarkable software experiences. A compelling product vision goes beyond functionality. It represents a commitment to innovation and user empowerment. It fosters a culture of continuous improvement, helping the software remain relevant and impactful in a dynamic market. By consistently referring to this guiding principle, teams can navigate challenges, set priorities effectively, and deliver software that not only meets current needs, but anticipates future demands. This shared focus on the vision strengthens teamwork, ensuring every member contributes to the overarching goal, resulting in a product that truly resonates with its users. In this video, we'll explore how to transform abstract visions into concrete achievements using SMART objectives, particularly within the dynamic landscape of enterprise software and B2B environments. We often discuss the importance of goals, yet only some result in significant accomplishments. The distinction lies in the method of goal setting. In the business sector, particularly within enterprise software and B2B settings, a compelling product vision alone does not guarantee success. A defined pathway to achieve this vision is necessary. This is where SMART objectives become essential. Why are SMART objectives pertinent to enterprise software platforms such as Microsoft Dynamics 365? Consider the task of deploying a substantial update. Without SMART objectives, a project may lack focus, resulting in wasted time and resources. By organizing goals within the SMART framework, projects are positioned for success. Team alignment is facilitated, and desired results are obtained effectively. Let us explore what SMART entails. Specific requires a clear definition of the goal. For instance, instead of stating improve software features, one might say, add 3 new functionalities to the dashboard. Measurable involves tracking progress and defining success, such as reduce customer service response times by 20%. Achieving goals requires them to be realistic, considering the resources at hand and what the team can realistically accomplish. Relevant confirms that objectives align with the core product vision and business strategy. Time-bound mandates a deadline. For example, complete a rollout by the end of Q2. Developing SMART objectives transforms a vision into a structured plan. It provides teams with clear targets and aligns their efforts with business objectives. For instance, if the goal is to integrate Microsoft Teams with an enterprise application to improve remote work collaboration, a SMART objective might be, by the end of Q1, integrate Microsoft Teams to increase team collaboration time by 15%. This objective is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and it clearly articulates the desired outcome. Adopting SMART objectives is not simply about completing a checklist. It is about empowering teams, fostering effective collaboration, and ultimately, attaining business goals. By employing SMART objectives, a vision can be translated from concept to reality, yielding a substantial impact on both the team and the organization. Implementing SMART objectives requires a disciplined approach. Begin by clearly articulating the overarching business goal. Then, break it down into smaller, manageable objectives, ensuring each component adheres to the SMART criteria. Regularly review and adjust these objectives as needed, adapting to evolving circumstances and feedback. Effective communication is vital. Share SMART objectives with all team members, ensuring everyone understands their role and responsibilities. This fosters a sense of ownership and accountability, boosting team morale and productivity. Utilize project management tools to track progress, monitor key performance indicators, and facilitate transparent communication. Regularly scheduled meetings allow for updates, address challenges, and celebrate milestones, maintaining momentum and focus. Moreover, consider the long-term impact of your objectives. Aligning short-term goals with long-term strategic vision ensures sustainable growth and innovation. This alignment permits a company to stay competitive and responsive in a changing market. The flexibility to modify objectives in light of new information is essential for resilience. Remember, SMART objectives are a tool for growth, not a rigid constraint. They enable a company to transform vision into reality, driving meaningful progress and measurable success. Remember that the journey of achieving SMART objectives is iterative. Each completed objective provides valuable insights, informing future strategies and refinements. Celebrate successes, learn from setbacks, and continuously improve the process. In doing so, you cultivate a culture of focused achievement, driving innovation and sustained growth within your enterprise software and B2B endeavors. By embracing SMART objectives, you equip your team with a clear roadmap, fostering alignment and accountability. This strategic approach transforms abstract visions into tangible results, enhancing productivity and driving business success. The application of SMART objectives extends beyond mere task management. It represents a commitment to strategic clarity and operational excellence. This commitment enables organizations to navigate complex projects with precision, ensuring resources are utilized efficiently and outcomes are aligned with overarching business objectives. Ultimately, SMART objectives are more than a tool. They are a philosophy that empowers teams to achieve their fullest potential. Integrating this approach allows for a company to transform aspirations into realities, producing a lasting impact on the organization and its stakeholders.
Imagine you're a product manager at a growing tech company. Your team has just launched a new software feature. Now, you need to track its performance to ensure it's meeting business goals. You want to know if users are finding value in the new feature, if your marketing efforts are paying off, and how to improve customer loyalty. This demonstration shows how to use Microsoft Power BI to track and visualize key performance indicators, or KPIs. KPIs provide a way to monitor product strategy and business goals. We will be demonstrating how to track average revenue per user, customer acquisition cost, customer lifetime value, and Net Promoter Score using Power BI service. Let's start with average revenue per user, or ARPU. ARPU measures the average revenue generated per user over a specific period. To use the revenue data.xlsx data in Power BI, first you must upload the file. Select My Workspace, then New, then Upload a file, and then select the revenue data.xls file. Once your data is uploaded, you should see the revenue data dataset in your workspace. Select the dataset to create a new report. Now, create a new measure. In the Data pane, click on the Revenue Data table and select New Measure. In the Measure formula, enter the following DAX formula. ARPU equals divide the sum of revenue data revenue by the count rows of distinct revenue data user ID. This formula divides the total revenue by the distinct count of users. Now, visualize the ARPU data. Select a line chart, drag the month column to the x-axis and the ARPU measure to the y-axis. Next, let's look at customer acquisition cost, or CAC. CAC is the total cost of acquiring a new customer. To calculate CAC, we'll import the marketing data.xlsx file. Select My Workspace, then New, then Upload a file, and select the marketing data.xls file. Once the marketing data.xlsx file is uploaded, create a new measure for CAC. Click on the marketing data table and select New Measure. In the measure formula, enter the following DAX formula. CAC equals divide the sum of marketing data expenses by the sum of marketing data new customers. This formula divides the total marketing expenses by the total number of new customers. Visualize CAC using a bar chart to compare CAC across different marketing campaigns. Drag the campaign column to the x-axis and the CAC measure to the y-axis. Now, let's examine customer lifetime value, or CLTV. CLTV predicts the total revenue a business can expect from a single customer throughout their relationship. CLTV calculations can be complex. You need data on average purchase value, purchase frequency, and customer lifespan. We can still use the revenue data, but we'll need to make some assumptions about customer lifespan. Create a measure for CLTV using the appropriate formula. For example, CLTV equals the sum of revenue data times 12, assuming a 1-year customer lifespan. Power BI can handle complex calculations. Visualize CLTV using a table to show the CLTV for different customer segments, such as by month of first purchase. Finally, let's discuss Net Promoter Score, or NPS. NPS measures customer loyalty and satisfaction. NPS is based on a survey question like, how likely are you to recommend our product to a friend or colleague? Customers respond on a scale of 0 to 10. Group responses into promoters, passives, and detractors. Calculate NPS by subtracting the percentage of detractors from the percentage of promoters. Create a measure for NPS. Visualize NPS using a gauge chart to show the overall score. Power BI allows you to create interactive dashboards, add slicers to filter data, and drill down to see details. For example, add a slicer for month to filter the ARPU line chart. Use Power BI's formatting options to make your dashboard visually appealing and easy to understand. Remember, KPIs are essential for tracking product strategy and business goals. Use Power BI to visualize and analyze your data effectively. Power BI's interactive features help you gain insights and make data-driven decisions.
In this video, we explore the challenges faced when launching a cutting-edge enterprise software solution. Imagine a product, rich in features and user-friendly, fails to gain traction or generate substantial sales. What factors contribute to this outcome? Often, the product strategy lacks alignment with the broader business objectives. This misalignment can stem from poor communication between teams, or the product team working in isolation, detached from overarching business goals. It is vital to connect the product strategy to these objectives so that the product meets user demands and contributes to business success. Every enterprise, whether developing software or any other product, must ensure decisions align with the company's overall goals. Consider a marketing team operating independently. Without a cohesive strategy, reaching the target audience becomes haphazard. In product management, the strategy serves as a shared roadmap for the entire team. However, if this roadmap does not correspond with the company's general objectives, efforts may be duplicated, opportunities missed, and projected success compromised. By aligning product strategy with business goals, the organization moves in a unified direction. This alignment cultivates focus and efficiency, increasing the probability of product success. The initial step involves obtaining a clear understanding of the company's broader goals. Is the aim to expand market share, enhance brand reputation, or innovate within the industry? Once these goals are defined, develop a strategy that directly contributes to them. For example, if expanding market share is a priority, the strategy might incorporate strategic partnerships or scalable solutions. A deep understanding of the target market and its needs is essential. This understanding is fundamental to both the product strategy and overall business success. Conduct thorough market research to identify client expectations and investment preferences. This information will guide the design of a product that addresses business challenges and drives profitability. Consider the success of Microsoft's Azure platform, which addressed the needs of businesses seeking scalable cloud solutions. The strategy to offer a robust suite of services matched their business goals of market share growth and the delivery of meaningful enterprise solutions. Once business objectives and target audiences are clear, translate them into specific measurable goals for the product. These goals should directly link to business objectives and provide a tangible way to track progress. For example, if increasing user engagement is a goal, aim to increase usage metrics by a specific percentage. If expanding the user base is the goal, establish ambitious yet achievable acquisition targets. Prioritization is essential in enterprise software development. Resources are limited. Therefore, focus on features that are truly important. Avoid feature creep, which can divert attention from the core value proposition. Regularly review the product vision and business goals when considering new features. Before implementing any new element, ask, does this support the overall vision? Does it contribute to business goals? Allow client feedback to guide improvements. Focus on enhancements that solve real problems or provide genuine value. Ensure the team remains realistic about what can be achieved within the given time frame and budget. To avoid overpromising, use data to inform decisions. Analyze how clients interact with the software and prioritize future enhancements accordingly. Sometimes, declining a feature maintains focus and enhances the user experience. Alignment is not a singular task. It is an ongoing process. Foster open communication among teams, including product development, marketing, and sales. Regularly assess progress, gather input, and modify the strategy to maintain alignment with the same targets. This iterative approach enables adjustments based on market dynamics and evolving business needs. Remember, a product strategy aligned with business objectives is not just a document, but a living, breathing guide. It reflects the company's commitment to delivering value and achieving strategic goals. By maintaining this alignment, enterprises can transform their product's potential into tangible, sustainable success.
Ever wondered how a product goes from a simple idea to a successful launch? In the world of product management, we use a powerful tool called a product roadmap to guide that journey. This is a detailed plan that helps us navigate the complexities of product management and bring our vision to life. Just as a blueprint guides the construction of a building, a product roadmap outlines the key milestones, features, and releases that will shape your product's development. The roadmap ensures everyone involved, from developers to marketers, is on the same page and working towards a shared vision. Creating a roadmap is a strategic process. It's about prioritizing what matters most, balancing user needs with business goals, and considering the technical feasibility of each feature. In this module, you'll learn how to brainstorm and gather ideas. Then you'll learn how to distinguish between the must-to-have those essential features that deliver core value and the nice-to-have those additional features that enhance the experience. Not all features are created equal. You'll learn different prioritization frameworks and techniques, such as the RICE scoring model, to help you make data-driven decisions and focus on the most impactful initiatives. Next, you'll explore the world of estimation, learning how to gauge the time, effort, and resources required for each feature or release. This will help you create realistic timelines and allocate resources effectively. Finally, you'll explore different ways to present your roadmap, from simple timelines to interactive Gantt charts, ensuring clear communication and easy understanding for everyone involved. By the end of this module, you'll have the skills to build a robust and adaptable roadmap that guides your product management journey. You'll learn to prioritize effectively, estimate resources accurately, anticipate challenges, and communicate your product roadmap clearly. Then, with your roadmap in hand, you'll be ready to navigate the exciting world of product management and bring your vision to life. So let's get started.
A roadmap is a powerful communication tool. A well-crafted roadmap can tell a compelling story about your product's evolution, engaging stakeholders, and building excitement for the future. Without a product roadmap, several problems can arise, hindering your product's development and success. Your team might struggle to prioritize tasks and make informed decisions. This can lead to wasted effort on less impactful features and a lack of focus on the overall product vision. Communication gaps lead to misunderstandings, duplicated efforts, and inefficiencies. Market conditions and customer needs can change rapidly. Without a roadmap to visualize the product's trajectory, it becomes challenging to assess the impact of these changes and adjust your timeline accordingly. Without a clear understanding of priorities and timelines, it's difficult to react quickly to new opportunities or threats. Also, stakeholders may have different assumptions about the product's direction without a roadmap. This misalignment can cause frustration, delays, and potentially project failure. A great product roadmap tells a story about where your product is headed, the problems it solves, and the value it creates for users. It creates a shared vision and enables you to be more agile and pivot when necessary. Compelling product roadmap doesn't just inform stakeholders. It goes beyond just the what and when. It showcases the why behind your product, allowing people to visualize the journey and understand the value proposition. It inspires them to get excited about the future. For example, imagine you're developing a new language learning app. Your roadmap could tell a story of breaking down language barriers and connecting people across cultures. It could showcase how the app will evolve, adding new languages, interactive exercises, and community features that foster global connections. By crafting a narrative around your roadmap, you can engage stakeholders on an emotional level, building support and enthusiasm for your product. Remember, a product roadmap is a powerful communication tool with which you can inspire your team, gain stakeholder buy-in, and create a stellar product.
Welcome to this video on building your first product roadmap. Today, I'll walk you through how to create a roadmap using a popular roadmap tool. We'll cover how to add milestones, releases, and features, as well as how to visually represent dependencies and timelines. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to create a clear and actionable product roadmap. A roadmap is a critical tool for product managers because it aligns the team around a shared vision and outlines the steps needed to reach your product goals. Let's get started by opening a roadmap tool, such as Product Plan or AHA, which are commonly used in product management. We're starting with a blank roadmap in AHA. As you can see, roadmaps are usually structured with a timeline at the top and rows that represent different categories, such as features, releases, and milestones. Releases represent major product updates or new versions of the product. They often include multiple features or improvements. To add a release, drag Release from the right-hand menu. For this demonstration, we'll create a release called version 1.0 and a release called Beta. This release will occur after the beta phase, so we'll position it in Q1 of next year on the roadmap. You can move the release along the timeline by dragging and dropping it to the appropriate time period. Releases help keep track of major product updates and give teams a target date to work toward. Milestones are significant events or goals that help track the progress of your product development. To add a milestone, drag Release Milestone from the right-hand menu. For this example, let's say our first milestone is beta release. This is a key event where we'll release a beta version of our product to a select group of users for testing and feedback. It's important to position the milestone at the correct point on the timeline. Let's say we plan to release the beta version at the end of the quarter. We'll place the milestone accordingly. You can adjust the date by dragging the milestone along the timeline to match your schedule. Now that we've added milestones and releases, it's time to focus on features. To add a feature, drag a feature onto a release and name it according to the functionality being developed. For example, let's say one feature for version 1.0 is the implementation of user authentication. We'll add this feature under the version 1.0 release on the roadmap. You can continue adding features for the release by repeating this process. For instance, another feature for version 1.0 might be user profile creation. It's helpful to organize features within each release to give the team clarity on what's being developed in each phase. Now that we've mapped out milestones, releases, and features, let's focus on dependencies. Dependencies show which tasks or features rely on the completion of others before they can begin. To create a dependency, select the feature or release that is dependent on another task. For example, the user profile creation feature depends on the completion of user authentication. We'll link these two features by opening User Profile Creation, selecting the Related tab, clicking Add, and finally selecting User Authentication. Dependencies are visually represented in the dependency map as lines connecting tasks or features. This allows the team to see at a glance what needs to be completed first and helps prevent bottlenecks during the development process. As you begin to fill out your roadmap, it's important to remain flexible with timelines. For instance, if the beta release is pushed back by 2 weeks, we'll need to adjust the timeline to reflect that. Simply click and drag the milestone to the new date. Once your roadmap is complete, it's important to share it with your team and stakeholders. This ensures that everyone is aligned and has a clear understanding of the project's progress and upcoming milestones. First, we'll save our view by clicking Save View. This will unlock the different sharing options in AHA. Click on the export icon to select an option. We're going to share this as a basic PNG image. Once the image is generated, we can open it up and save it for distribution. Creating a product roadmap is a crucial part of the product development process. By adding milestones, releases, features, and dependencies, and by continuously adjusting the timelines, you create a clear visual plan that aligns the entire team. Imagine you're a product manager for a cloud-based service. Your team is launching several new features over the next year, and you need a clear, visual roadmap to share with stakeholders. You need to track dependencies, releases, and infrastructure updates, and you want to use Microsoft Project to do it. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to use Microsoft Project to create and manage product roadmaps, specifically tailored for cloud services. We'll focus on features that help you track dependencies, releases, and infrastructure updates. This will enable you to create clear, concise roadmaps for your stakeholders. Let's begin by navigating into Microsoft Project. Once inside, you'll find a clean and organized interface designed to streamline your roadmap creation. We'll start by creating a new project and then walk through defining the project's start date, which establishes the timeline for your roadmap. To begin, select a blank project. This gives you a clean slate to build your roadmap. A blank project allows for maximum customization to your specific cloud service needs. First, define the project start date. This establishes the timeline for your roadmap. Ensure the start date reflects the beginning of your overall project lifecycle. Now, add tasks. These tasks represent key milestones or deliverables in your cloud service roadmap. Think of tasks as the building blocks of your project. For example, a task could be infrastructure setup, database migration, or release of feature A. Enter these tasks into the task list, being as specific as possible. Next, set the duration for each task. This tells project how long each task will take. Use your team's estimates or historical data to determine realistic durations. Define dependencies between tasks. This shows which tasks must be completed before others can begin. Dependencies are crucial for maintaining project flow. For instance, infrastructure setup must be completed before database migration, and database migration must be completed before release of feature A can begin. Create a chain of dependencies. Use the Gantt chart view to visualize the roadmap. This provides a clear overview of the project timeline and dependencies. The Gantt chart is a powerful tool for visual communication. Before assigning resources, let's create our resource list. In Microsoft Project, a resource represents anyone or anything that contributes to completing a task. This could be a team member, a piece of equipment, or even materials. We'll add the names of these resources and optionally set their cost and availability. Now let's assign those resources to tasks. This helps you track who is responsible for each deliverable and manage workloads. Assigning resources ensures accountability. For cloud services, track infrastructure updates as tasks. This ensures these critical updates are part of the roadmap and are properly scheduled. Include tasks like server patching or network upgrades. Use the baseline feature to track progress against the original plan. This helps you identify any deviations from the roadmap and take corrective action. Setting a baseline is essential for project control. Regularly update the task progress. Start by adding a column in the Gantt chart for % complete. Then you can update the task progress. This ensures the roadmap reflects the current state of the project. Use the % complete column to track progress. Use the reporting features to generate visual reports. These reports can be shared with stakeholders to provide project updates. Microsoft Project offers various report templates. For example, generate a report showing the project's progress and any potential delays. This helps stakeholders understand the project's status and any risks. Now let's create releases within our roadmap. Releases are significant milestones, particularly important for cloud service deployments. We can use milestones in Microsoft Project to represent these releases, and then filter and report based on them. Now that the releases are created, you can filter tasks by them. This helps you focus on specific releases within the roadmap. Filtering allows you to manage complex projects with multiple releases. Use the Share feature to collaborate with team members. This ensures everyone is aligned on the roadmap. Sharing allows for real-time collaboration. Remember to regularly review and update the roadmap. This ensures it remains relevant and accurate. Regular reviews are essential for adapting to changes. Microsoft Project offers many features to help you manage cloud service roadmaps. Explore these features to optimize your planning. Experiment with different views and reporting options. This concludes the demonstration of using Microsoft Project for roadmaps. By using these features, you can create and manage effective roadmaps for your cloud services.
In the world of product management, prioritization is a delicate balancing act. Just like a talented juggler keeps multiple objects in the air, product managers must skillfully juggle the needs of the business, users, and technology to achieve success. As a product manager, you'll constantly face the challenge of balancing competing demands, which can be challenging. You'll be pulled in different directions by stakeholders, each with their own priorities. The business wants to maximize revenue and market share. Users crave innovative features and seamless experiences. And your development team needs to work within technical constraints and timelines. It's easy to get overwhelmed, but fear not. We have a few tricks up our sleeves to help us master this juggling act. One popular framework is RICE scoring, where we evaluate each feature or initiative based on its reach, impact, confidence, and effort and give it a numerical score. This helps us quantify the value of each item and prioritize accordingly. Another useful approach is the Moscow method, where we categorize items as must-have, should-have, could-have, and won't-have. This helps us clearly define priorities and manage stakeholder expectations. Prioritization is an ongoing process. Just like a juggler needs to constantly adjust their movements to keep everything in balance, you'll need to reevaluate your priorities as your product and the market evolve. Imagine you're working on a new social media app. The business wants to monetize quickly through advertising. Users are clamoring for new features like video sharing and live streaming, and your development team is already stretched thin. Using prioritization frameworks, you might decide to focus on building a solid foundation with core features first, ensuring a smooth user experience. Then, you can gradually introduce monetization strategies and additional features, balancing business needs with user demands and technical capabilities. Prioritization is essential for successful product management. Prioritization frameworks let you navigate complex decisions, align teams, and deliver products that resonate with users.
In this video, we will discuss the methods to gauge the effort and resources necessary for product development, a practice vital to project success. Effective estimation allows the setting of achievable goals, management of project timelines, and efficient use of available resources. These abilities form a cornerstone of product strategy and road mapping. We will examine various estimation techniques, including story points, T-shirt sizing, and expert judgment, and show how they aid in project management. We also highlight the importance of engaging the development team to obtain accurate estimations. Estimation goes beyond simple guessing. It predicts the exertion a task requires. While absolute precision is improbable, sound estimation methods improve planning and project execution. They help manage timelines and integrate the entire team into the decision process. Story points, often employed in Agile development, measure the relative effort of tasks, not time. This system functions well for projects with complex variations, like updating enterprise software with new features. For instance, comparing the effort needed for a small bug fix versus adding a new dashboard feature in Microsoft Dynamics illustrates how story points quantify tasks by effort, maintaining flexibility as projects evolve. Another beneficial technique, T-shirt sizing, categorizes tasks as small, medium, or large, providing a quick overview of project scope. For example, a task to add a shortcut might be classified as small, while integrating a new security feature would be large. Expert judgment utilizes experience to address complex or novel challenges, such as implementing AI tools in Microsoft 365. Experienced team members offer insights that improve decision-making and resource management, guiding through uncertainties. These techniques serve as starting points, acknowledging that projects encounter changes. The development team plays a pivotal role in navigating these changes, ensuring plans align with project needs. When the team participates, everyone contributes to estimates based on realistic assessments. This fosters ownership and accountability, creating transparency and a cohesive process. A clear overview minimizes surprises and enhances efficiency. Open communication with the team is essential. Backlog refinement meetings provide opportunities for discussion, questions, and plan adjustments. Each team member should feel their input is valued. Achieving consensus and confidence in estimates is important. This shared understanding of the project's scope and timelines strengthens team unity and paves the way for success. Estimation is a key skill in product management. By mastering these techniques and involving the team, realistic expectations can be set and successful projects can be delivered. Estimation emphasizes informed and adaptable project management. Further, Consider using estimation as a continuous, iterative process rather than a one-time event. Revisit and refine estimates as new information becomes available or as project scope evolves. This adaptability allows for better responsiveness to unforeseen challenges and ensures project plans remain relevant. It is also beneficial to document the assumptions made during the estimation process. This creates a record that can be reviewed and adjusted, improving the accuracy of future estimations. Finally, remember that estimation is a collaborative effort. It is not solely the responsibility of the project manager or a select few. Encourage open communication and feedback throughout the project lifecycle. This collaborative approach ensures that all team members are invested in the project's success. By fostering a culture of transparency and shared responsibility, projects benefit from more accurate estimations and smoother execution. To enhance this process, utilize historical data from similar projects, if available. This data provides valuable insights into potential pitfalls and realistic timelines. Employing a combination of these techniques and fostering a collaborative environment leads to more predictable project outcomes. Regularly review and adapt the chosen estimation methods to fit the specific needs and dynamics of each unique project, ensuring consistent improvement.
Welcome to this video on estimating tasks and tracking progress using Asana. Today I'll show you how to use Asana to create and track estimates, break down tasks, allocate resources, and monitor progress. By the end of this video, you'll have a strong understanding of how to use Asana's features to estimate time and effort, and to keep your projects on track. Let's get started by opening Asana. As you can see, we're starting with a project that has already been created. This project is focused on building a new micro-learning app. Step 1. Breaking down tasks. Before we can create accurate estimates, we need to break down the project into smaller, manageable tasks. Let's take a high-level task like develop core features and break it down into more specific actions. Click plus add task to create new tasks. For example, we might break develop core features into tasks like build user authentication, create profile management system, and implement learning module. By breaking larger tasks into smaller ones, you can better estimate the time and resources required for each step. Once all the tasks are added, you can further organize them using sections to group related tasks together. I'll add an in progress section so we can tell what has been started and what hasn't. Step 2. Assigning tasks and setting estimates. In Asana, you can assign tasks by clicking the Assignee field and selecting a team member from the dropdown. Let's assign Build User Authentication to a developer on our team. Then we'll set an estimate for how long the task will take. Asana doesn't have built-in time estimation fields, but we can use the Custom Fields feature to create a time estimate field. Let's estimate that Build User Authentication will take 5 hours. You can add this estimate directly to the custom field. Do the same for the other tasks. For example, create profile management system might take 3 hours, and implement learning module could take 4 hours. Step 3. Allocating resources. After estimating the time for each task, the next step is to make sure that we're using our resources effectively. In Asana, we can see who is working on what and how much work each team member has. To do this, we'll change the grouping from sections to assignee. This will update our view to show who is working on each task. If you notice that one person has too many tasks assigned, you can reassign tasks to balance the workload. For example, if one developer is assigned more work than they can handle, we might shift the Implement Learning module task to another team member who has more availability. This flexibility ensures that tasks are completed on time without overwhelming anyone. Step 4. Tracking progress. Once tasks are assigned and estimates are in place, it's important to track progress. One of the most useful views for tracking progress is the timer. First, click into the actual time field for a task. Then, you can click Start Timer. Later, you can change tasks or stop the timer. You can also enter time updates directly. As you add time to the task, Asana keeps track of the total. Another useful feature in Asana for tracking progress is the Task Dependencies feature. Some tasks cannot begin until others are completed. For example, Implement Learning module depends on Build User Authentication being finished first. In Asana, you can create dependencies between tasks so that it's clear which tasks need to be done before others can start. From the list view, open a task and click on Dependencies, then select the other task. By default, tasks are blocked Finish to Start. This means that the first tasks must be completed before the second one can begin. Dependencies are represented visually in the timeline view, helping the team stay aware of the order in which tasks need to be completed. Step 5. Monitoring deadlines and adjusting estimates. As the project progresses, you might find that some tasks take longer than expected, while others are completed ahead of schedule. In Asana, it's easy to update estimates and adjust deadlines as needed. If you find that Build User Authentication is taking longer than the estimated 5 hours, you can update the estimate by moving the due dates on the timeline. This shows your current best guess for completing a task. Some teams will also edit their original estimates as new information becomes available. This flexibility ensures that the project plan remains realistic and up to date. By using Asana to estimate tasks, allocate resources, and track progress, you can effectively manage your projects and keep everything on track. The ability to break down tasks, assign resources, and visualize dependencies ensures that your team can work efficiently and meet deadlines.
Welcome to a very crucial phase of product development, defining product requirements. In this video, you'll get a glimpse into what you'll learn in this exciting module. In product development, clear and comprehensive requirements are our guiding light. They ensure that everyone involved in the project, from designers and engineers to marketers and salespeople, understands what we're building and why. In this module, you'll first learn how to identify and document product requirements. You'll start by deeply understanding the needs of our users and the goals of the business. Then, you'll explore how to translate those needs into clear, concise requirements that everyone on the team can understand and follow. Next, you'll learn about user stories and use cases that describe how your users will interact with the product. This helps ensure you're building features that truly address their needs and pain points. Then you'll explore strategies for working closely with engineers and designers to ensure everyone understands the requirements and can turn them into a functional and user-friendly product. Finally, you'll learn how to establish and follow quality assurance processes to identify and address any potential issues, ensuring the product meets our high standards. To set the scene, imagine developing a new e-commerce platform. We'd start by interviewing potential customers to understand their online shopping habits and preferences. Do they value a wide selection of products? Fast and reliable shipping, easy returns? We'd then translate those needs into clear requirements, such as users should be able to filter products by category, price, and brand, or the checkout process should be streamlined and secure. We'd create user stories to capture the user's perspective, like, as a busy shopper, I want to be able to quickly find and purchase the products I need so that I can optimize my time. Throughout development, we conduct thorough testing to ensure the platform is user-friendly, performs well, and is free of errors. By the end of this module, you'll possess the skills to translate user needs into actionable requirements for a platform like this, paving the way for successful product development and delivery.
To build effective software, it's vital to grasp both functional and non-functional requirements. Through this video, you'll be able to explain the key differences between functional and non-functional requirements, including design and how it weighs into product requirements, providing examples and highlighting their importance in product development. Enterprise software requirements are the foundation for a strong solution. They define what the software must achieve its performance, and the user experience. Functional requirements focus on specific features and capabilities needed to fulfill business objectives. They answer the question, what should users be able to do? These are concrete and measurable actions or tasks. Functional requirements are central to enterprise software, defining essential functionalities for business users. Without these core features, the software lacks purpose. For a CRM system, functional requirements include managing leads through the sales process, tracking sales opportunities with key details, as well as generating customizable reports and dashboards for sales insights. These functional requirements are fundamental to a CRM like Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales, highlighting the importance of functional requirements in making it a valuable tool. They directly address the needs of sales teams by providing the tools for task management and progress tracking. Clearly defining functional requirements with sufficient detail is crucial for enterprise software. This ensures shared understanding among teams. Prioritizing based on critical business needs is also essential for focused development, as it ensures that the most important features are delivered first, maximizing the value of the software. Non-functional requirements, on the other hand, focus on overall quality and characteristics of the software. They answer the question, how well should it perform? They address performance, security, usability, and reliability, and are vital for business adoption. These requirements ensure that the software is not only functional, but also reliable, secure, and easy to use. For our CRM example, non-functional requirements for Microsoft Dynamics 365 include performance. You expect key pages to load quickly so your sales team can stay productive and not bogged down waiting. Then there's security. Obviously, protecting sensitive customer data with strong security measures is absolutely critical for any business. Usability is another big one. The CRM interface must be intuitive and easy for all your sales professionals to use, no matter their technical background. And finally, reliability. You need the system to have high availability so it's there when your team needs it for their business operations without unexpected downtime. These non-functional requirements ensure a positive and productive experience for CRM users. They are important for building trust in the system and ensuring that it supports the sales team's workflow effectively. Design is the crucial link between functional and non-functional requirements in enterprise software. It shapes the software's look, feel, and user interaction. Effective design enables users to complete tasks, that's the functional part, easily and efficiently. That speaks to non-functional usability, leading to greater satisfaction and adoption. Design enhances usability and perception, making enterprise software valuable. Consider these impacts. Microsoft Excel's clear interface aids data manipulation and ease of use. Consistent design across Microsoft 365 improves user experience and learnability. Responsive design in BI dashboards ensures accessibility on various devices. Design transforms your enterprise software vision into a practical tool. It translates the technical specifications into a user-friendly experience, bridging the gap between what the software does and how users interact with it. Clearly defining and documenting both requirement types is important, aligning teams and minimizing rework. Enterprise requirements evolve with business needs and user feedback. Adaptability and user focus are critical. In conclusion, understanding functional requirements, what it does, and non-functional requirements, how well it performs, is fundamental to successful enterprise software development. Design is the vital link, shaping user experience and business value.
In product management, understanding user needs is crucial. Today, we're exploring the power of user stories, a simple yet effective tool for capturing those needs and building products that truly resonate with customers. I'm Athena, and I help parents find the perfect toys for their little ones. Just like every child is unique, so are their needs and preferences. User stories help us understand those needs and create products that spark joy and learning. Each parent has a specific goal in mind for their child's development. User stories capture these needs in a concise and actionable format. They typically follow this structure. As a type of user, I want to perform some action so that the user achieves some goal or benefit. For example, some parents may say, as a parent of a toddler, I want to find toys that encourage open-ended play so my child can develop their creativity and imagination. In response to this parent's user story, a product manager might ideate with her team a building toy or dress up clothes and accessories for imaginary play. How about this user story? As a parent, I want to buy toys that challenge my child to think critically and solve problems so that they can develop essential skills for the future. Working with this parent's user story, a product manager might work with his team to design and develop cause and effect toys with buttons, levers, or other interactive elements to help toddlers understand the relationship between actions and consequences. User stories help you empathize with your users so we understand their goals and motivations. They also guide us to properly prioritize features, since we focus on building products that truly address user needs while helping you avoid wasted time and resources. User stories even help us communicate effectively since everyone on the team understands the user's perspective. And finally, user stories ensure that we build the right products, creating solutions that delight our customers and make a positive impact. Instead, consider the user's perspective with user stories. They'll give you and your team a structured and user-centric approach to design and development. The result? Engaging and meaningful products for your users that add value for them and success for your business.
Welcome to this video on using Jira to manage product development. Today, I'll guide you through how a product manager can use Jira to share requirements, gather feedback, and track changes throughout the development process. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to use Jira to record product requirements. Let's start by opening Jira. As you can see, we're looking at a product development project for a micro-learning app. Step 1. Sharing requirements. The first step in any development process is sharing the product requirements with the team. To add a new user story, click on Create in the top menu. Let's say we need to add a new feature for user profile management. The user story might be, as a user, I want to create and manage my profile so that I can personalize my learning experience. After writing the user story, we'll fill in the acceptance criteria, the conditions that need to be met for this feature to be considered complete. Once the user story is written, we can assign it to the relevant epic. In this case, our epic is user management features. We'll create that epic now. Step 2. To add a new epic, click on Create in the top menu. Then change the issue type to Epic. We'll name this epic User Management Features and leave the rest of the issue blank. Now we'll open our user story back up and find the section labeled Parent. Click where it says None and select the epic we just created. Now we can see in the backlog that this story belongs to an epic. Step 3. Gathering feedback. In Jira, you can tag stakeholders, developers, and designers to request input or clarification. For example, if we need feedback on the user profile management feature, we can tag the lead developer and ask whether the feature is feasible with our current architecture. You can do this by using the comments section in Jira and tagging team members with an @ symbol. Jira also allows you to create tasks or subtasks within a user story to address any feedback received. If the team identifies additional work or changes needed, you can create subtasks to ensure those updates are captured and tracked. To add a subtask, click on the Add Child Issue button at the top of the issue and give your subtask a name. From there, you can open the subtask and edit it just like the user story. Step 4. Tracking progress and changes. Jira's Kanban and Scrum boards provide a visual representation of how tasks are progressing. Let's switch to the Kanban board to see how we can track the development process. If a change is required during the development process, Jira makes it easy to update requirements. we can simply go into the user story, update the acceptance criteria, and notify the team of the changes by tagging them in the comment section. Step 5. Jira's issue history feature allows you to track changes made to user stories, tasks, and bugs. Let's go into the issue history of our user profile management story to see any updates that have been made. Here, we can see the changes to acceptance criteria, who made the changes, and when. This history helps keep everyone aligned and ensures there's no confusion about why certain decisions were made. Additionally, Jira allows you to link issues that are related or dependent on each other. For instance, if user profile management depends on the completion of updating the UI, we can link those two stories to ensure that the team knows one must be completed before the other begins. By using Jira, product managers can easily share requirements, gather feedback from the team, and track progress and changes throughout the development process. It's an essential tool for staying organized and ensuring that the product is being built according to plan.
Understanding Agile can be your game changer in the fast-paced world of product management, especially in enterprise software and B2B contexts. This video explores how Agile helps you build quality products by providing a shorter feedback loop with stakeholders. By the end of this video, you'll be able to explain the core principles of Agile development, describe the Agile development cycle, and explain the benefits of an Agile coach. Agile isn't just a method, it's a mindset. Imagine you're a product manager working with a development team using Microsoft Azure DevOps. With Agile, the focus is on flexibility and quick responses to change. This process turns the messy reality of software development into an organized set of small sprints. Each sprint delivers a piece of the overall project, making it easier to adapt and perfect along the way. In an Agile setup, work is divided into sprints, which are short, time-boxed periods for completing specific tasks. These could last 1 to 4 weeks. You'd start with sprint planning, just like choosing features from a backlog in Microsoft Teams Planner. This organized approach encourages collaboration and ensures everyone is working towards the same objectives. Daily meetings keep the team aligned and focus on overcoming roadblocks and are generally short time blocks. Once a sprint ends, you're at one of the most important parts, the sprint review. Sprint reviews are important to showcase your work and collect feedback iteratively. This is when your team shows their work to stakeholders. Think of business clients or project leads. Presenting in Microsoft PowerPoint, for instance, makes it easy for stakeholders to visualize and validate progress. Their feedback is invaluable for ensuring the product is on track. This continuous feedback loop of sprints and sprint review is the backbone of Agile. It allows the team to pivot or persevere quickly, ensuring the product remains aligned with stakeholder expectations. Adjustments can be added to the next sprint, keeping the project adaptive and responsive to changes. Agile's short feedback loop is transformative. Unlike traditional methods where feedback is received post-launch, Agile encourages regular feedback, similar to updates you'd regularly perform on Microsoft SharePoint. This frequent feedback helps teams spot issues early, saving time and avoiding costly rework. It acts as a built-in quality check, making sure your product aligns with business goals. Better products are built incrementally, enriching your understanding of stakeholder needs and allowing you to refine your solution iteratively. Agile's iterative approach means you can validate assumptions quickly and get real-world feedback, propelling a cycle of improvement. In enterprise software, where requirements often change, this adaptability is vital to success. The feedback helps you understand what works and what needs adjustment. Agile also revolutionizes stakeholder engagement through its inclusive approach. Stakeholders provide regular feedback, ensuring alignment with business goals, turning surprises into well-managed processes. If market conditions demand a shift, Agile's flexibility allows teams to pivot quickly. In an Agile environment, the product manager plays a crucial role. They're responsible for setting the product vision, prioritizing features, and ensuring that the team is delivering value to the customer. They act as a bridge between the development team and the stakeholders, facilitating communication and collaboration. As a product manager, your role in an Agile setup is crucial. You set the vision for the product, prioritize tasks, and ensure continuous value delivery. You are the bridge between the development team and stakeholders, facilitating effective communication and collaboration. Embracing Agile is not just about following a methodology. It's about adopting a mindset that values adaptability and collaboration. In today's dynamic market, Agile is more than a choice. It's a necessity for building quality products that delight customers and drive business success.
Ever wondered how companies ensure their products are top-notch before they hit the shelves? It's not just luck, it's quality assurance, or QA for short. Today, we're going behind the scenes to explore the crucial role of QA in product development. I'm Mo, and I lead the QA team at my company. Think of QA as the safety net that catches any issues before they reach the customer. We're the unsung heroes who make sure your favorite products work as intended, delighting users and building trust in the brand. QA is involved throughout the product development lifecycle, from early prototypes to the final product. We rigorously test every aspect, from core functionality to user experience, to identify and address potential issues. The QA process typically starts with requirement analysis, where the QA team understands product needs and expectations. Next, a test plan is created, and then specific test cases are designed. After that, the actual testing is conducted, and any issues are identified and logged. Then comes regression testing, which ensures that any fixes haven't created new problems. Then there is a final check before launch. Even after launch, there are ongoing checks. There you have it, the quick summary of the QA process. QA isn't just about finding problems, it's also about preventing them. We work closely with developers and designers to ensure quality is built into the product from the start. This saves time, resources, and ultimately leads to a better product. Without QA, you might release a product that would lead to frustrated customers, negative reviews, and damage to your brand reputation. With a dedicated QA team, we can catch issues early on and ensure the phone works flawlessly, delivering a delightful experience to users. Remember, quality is everyone's responsibility. From the initial concept to the final launch, every team member plays a role in ensuring the product meets the highest standards. So there you have it. It's not luck that produces high-quality products. It's all about how you incorporate the QA process into each step of your product development lifecycle. Oh, excuse me, I have a call.
Imagine you're a product manager. The product team is preparing a new software release. Ensuring the product meets strict security standards and regulatory requirements is critical. The team needs a clear way to track specific security checks, vulnerability scan results, penetration test findings, and compliance requirements. They decide to use Microsoft Excel to manage this detailed test plan. In the first row, we will add column headers to define the information we want to track. In cell A1, type Test Case ID. This provides a unique identifier for each test or finding. In cell B1, type Requirement/Regulation. This column links the test case to a specific security requirement or compliance regulation it addresses. In cell C1, type Test Type. Here, we will specify whether it's a vulnerability scan finding, penetration test item, or a compliance audit check. In cell D1, type Test Description. In this column, you will provide a clear explanation of the security check or compliance item being tested. In cell E1, type Steps to Test Reproduce. In cell F1, type Expected Results. In cell G1, type Actual Results. In cell H1, type Status. This column indicates the current state of the test, not started, in progress, pass, fail, or blocked. In cell I1, type Tester. This column is for recording who performed the test. In cell J1, type date. This column notes when the test was performed or updated. In cell K1, type notes. Finally, in cell L1, type compliance standard reference. If applicable, reference the specific section or article number from the relevant regulation. Now that we have our headers, let's add some example test cases. For each cell, enter the text that follows it. A2, C audit OHO 1. B2, data encryption policy. C2, compliance audit. D2, verify sensitive data stored in the application database is encrypted at rest. E2, check database configuration for encryption settings. F2, database configured for AES 256 encryption. H2, not started. L2, internal policy 4.1. Cells G2 and I2 through K2 will be left blank for now. A vulnerability scan finding will be created for row 3. For this row, the data has already been entered. A penetration test will be created for row 4. For this row, the data has already been entered. To make managing statuses easier, we can add a drop-down list to the status column, column H. Select column H, excluding the header row. Go to the Data tab and click Data Validation. In the Data Validation dialog box, under Allow, select List. In the source field, enter the allowed statuses separated by commas: not started, in progress, pass, fail, blocked. Click OK. Now, you can select the status for each test case from a drop-down list, ensuring consistent data entry. For C Audit 001 in H2, select Pass from the drop-down. You can also use filtering to easily manage this list. Select Row 1, go to the Data tab and click Filter. Now, a drop-down arrow appears next to each header. Click the filter arrow on the status column. You can uncheck Pass and In Progress to view only the failed tests. Click the filter arrow again and select Clear Filter from Status to show all rows. You can also add conditional formatting to visually highlight statuses. Select the status column, go to the Home tab, click Conditional Formatting, then highlight Cells Rules and More Rules. Select Specific Text and Containing. In the dialog box, enter Fail in the text field and select Light Red Fill with dark red text from the drop-down. Click OK. Using these simple Excel features, a product team can create and maintain a clear, organized test plan for tracking critical security and compliance requirements. This helps ensure that the product is thoroughly vetted for potential weaknesses and meets necessary regulations before it is released.
As you've probably noticed, the world of product management relies on strong collaboration. Today, we're focusing on how to build strong relationships and ensure seamless collaboration for optimal product outcomes.
In my experience as a product manager, a strong partnership with the QA team is essential for delivering high-quality products. We're like two sides of the same coin, working together to ensure our product shines. In fact, these are two of the most customer-focused teams. Building a strong relationship with QA starts with clear communication and mutual respect. We involve them early in the product development process, sharing our vision and goals. This helps them understand the product's purpose and anticipate potential challenges. We also include them when building requirements, since they provide great insights on what problems may emerge in the future. During development, we maintain open lines of communication, providing the QA team with access to the latest builds and documentation. We encourage them to share feedback early and often so we can address issues proactively. Before launch, we conduct a thorough review with the QA team. This ensures the product meets our quality standards and is ready to delight our users. We value their expertise and trust their judgment. Even after launch, our collaboration continues. The QA team monitors user feedback and analytics, helping us identify and address any post-launch issues. We work together to continuously improve the product and ensure a positive user experience. In general, it's good to involve QA early and often. Their insights can help identify potential risks and other viewpoints. It's important to set clear expectations about quality standards and acceptance criteria to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Remember to provide context instead of just a list of requirements. In other words, help QA understand the user needs and business goals so they can test with purpose and provide more meaningful feedback. And finally, remember to celebrate success together. This fosters a sense of shared ownership and accomplishment. Remember, QA is not there just to find bugs. They are your partners in delivering a high-quality product.
Automating QA processes can free QA time for innovation and strategy by automating repetitive testing. This can sometimes be better than manual testing, especially for tasks that are repetitive, time-consuming, and require high accuracy. By the end of this video, you'll be able to discuss the benefits of automating repetitive testing tasks, freeing up QA teams to focus on more complex and exploratory testing. Consider a team maintaining a complex app like Microsoft Dynamics. Frequent updates demand repetitive, error-prone testing. Automating this frees you to focus on impactful tasks like complex bug identification and new feature testing. Automation employs specialized tools and scripts to automatically execute test cases. These tools simulate user actions, check system responses, and validate outcomes, ranging from UI to API testing tools. One of the major benefits of automation is increased efficiency. Manual testing is often slow and error-prone. With automation, tests run faster and more reliably. For example, test suites that take hours to run manually can often be completed in minutes with automation. It's like using Microsoft's Azure DevOps to streamline the testing process, speeding up feedback and allowing teams to address issues early in the development cycle. Think of the time savings. Automating half of a 40-hour manual testing week frees up 20 hours for strategic tasks like exploratory testing in Microsoft Power Platform to predict user behavior and find hidden usability issues. While manual tests might only check key functions, automated tests can cover a wide range of scenarios across varied data inputs, user roles, and system configurations for robust verification. Ensured consistency is another significant benefit. Manual testing can be subjective. Automated tests, however, follow the same steps each time, guaranteeing stable results. This consistency helps spot regressions faster. Times when new updates unexpectedly disrupt old functionalities in, say, Microsoft Office 365. Automation is crucial for maintaining enhanced quality. By automating routine tasks, QA teams can dedicate more energy to strategic testing, like usability testing in Microsoft Teams. This deeper product insight leads to a superior user experience. Starting with QA automation requires you to identify suitable test cases. These are typically repetitive, need high accuracy, and consume time, such as regression tests for a recurring Microsoft Excel operation. Next, select the right tools. Choose an automation tool that fits your project needs, team skills, budget, and project size. For example, Selenium for web apps or Visual Studio for larger projects. After tools are set up, create automated test scripts. This involves writing code that mimics user interactions and checks system responses. Ensure these scripts are structured, maintainable, and reusable for continuous outcomes. Ensure proper test data management to avoid data dependencies and maintain test stability. Next step, integrate automated tests into the CI/CD pipeline. CI/CD stands for Continuous Integration and Continuous Delivery, a practice that automates the software release process. This integration ensures tests run automatically with each code update, providing immediate feedback, effectively catching issues early when working with a service like Microsoft Azure. Execute tests during maintenance and updates to prevent disruption and ensure stability, similar to Microsoft SharePoint updates. However, Regular human oversight is crucial to keep automated tests relevant and effective as the application evolves. You might wonder if automation will replace QA testers. It won't. Automation tackles repetitive tasks but requires human expertise for test design, development, and maintenance. Human skills are crucial for exploratory and usability testing, which aren't easily automated. In fact, automation opens new opportunities. By automating the routine, QA testers can focus on strategic tasks like test planning and analysis, elevating their skills and value to the team. Automating QA is a powerful strategy to enhance the efficiency and quality of the software development process. By freeing up time from repetitive tasks, QA teams can focus on complex testing, ultimately delivering a superior product to end users.
The fast-paced world of product development is one where quality isn't just a buzzword, it's the cornerstone of success. Remember, quality is everyone's responsibility. Let's see how a shared commitment to excellence can lead to exceptional products.
I'm Joven, and I believe that building a great product is a team effort. Creating a high-quality product requires the commitment of everyone involved. When developing a product, quality isn't just the responsibility of the QA team. It's a mindset that should be embedded throughout the organization. If we were to only rely on the QA team, there would be bottlenecks and delays in the development process. There would likely be missed opportunities for improvement, since other teams may not prioritize quality in their work. Also, without the shared ownership and sense of pride in the product, there can be decreased team morale. From the initial concept to the final launch, every team member plays a crucial role in ensuring the product meets the highest standards. Let's see how this plays out in a real-world scenario. Imagine we're developing a new productivity app. The product manager ensures that the app's features align with user needs and business goals, preventing scope creep and unnecessary complexity. The designer focuses on creating a clean and intuitive interface, making it easy for users to navigate and complete tasks efficiently. The engineers write code and perform unit testing to minimize the risk of crashes or security vulnerabilities. They even consider non-functional requirements like performance and scalability. The marketing team crafts a clear and compelling message that highlights the app's unique value proposition and benefits. The sales team actively listens to customer feedback, identifying areas for improvement and communicating them back to the product team. By embedding quality principles throughout the organization, we create a culture of excellence. Everyone feels a sense of ownership and pride in the final product. Remember, quality is not an afterthought, it's a mindset. When everyone on the team takes responsibility for quality, the result is a product that not only meets but exceeds customer expectations.
Creating an AI product is more than just model development. It's about managing a dynamic system, one that learns and adapts, demanding continuous attention. The journey from concept to a successful real-world AI application involves complex yet critical steps and ongoing considerations. This video offers a brief overview of the overall AI product management process. Upon completion, you'll be able to describe the end-to-end life cycle of an AI product, from initial data acquisition to model deployment and continuous improvement. Unlike traditional software, AI products constantly learn and adapt. Their development isn't a one-time effort, but an ongoing iterative process to keep them effective and relevant. For product managers, understanding this isn't just helpful, it's essential for managing each interconnected stage of the AI system. The foundation of any AI product begins with acquiring and preparing the data. Data acquisition involves gathering high-quality, relevant data from various sources, including databases, APIs, and user-generated content. Data quality is important, as substandard data leads to suboptimal and potentially misleading results. After acquisition, data preparation is essential. This multifaceted process includes data cleaning to remove inconsistencies and errors, data transformation to ensure compatibility with the model's algorithms, and feature engineering to extract and create relevant features that enhance the model's predictive capabilities. Building upon this foundation, the next important stage is training the model. This stage demands careful and continuous monitoring to confirm the model learns accurately and efficiently. Choosing a suitable algorithm, tailored to the specific problem and data, is highly important. Additionally, hyperparameter tuning, which involves adjusting parameters set before training, optimizes the model's performance. Validating performance confirms the model works in real-world scenarios by testing it on unseen data. Techniques such as cross-validation, which partitions the data into multiple subsets for training and testing, and holdout validation, which reserves a portion of the data for final evaluation, are used. Product managers should possess a working knowledge of evaluation metrics, including precision, recall, and the F1 score to accurately gauge the model's performance. After successful validation, deploying the model makes it accessible to users. Deployment often occurs through application programming interfaces, APIs. APIs serve as a bridge, allowing other software applications to interact with your AI model. This means other applications can send data to your model and receive predictions or results in return. This allows AI to be integrated into various systems. Deployment, however, is not the end of the process. AI products require ongoing updates to maintain their relevance and accuracy in an evolving environment. Performance monitoring, which tracks metrics like accuracy, latency, and resource utilization, and user feedback, which provides insights into real-world usage, are used to identify areas for improvement. Model iteration may require retraining with new data or adjustments to the algorithm's parameters. A key part of post-deployment management is managing model drift. This phenomenon, where the model's performance degrades over time due to changes in the data distribution, requires constant monitoring. Regular model retraining and robust version control of both the model and the data are essential to mitigate this risk. This iterative cycle repeats throughout the product's lifespan, ensuring continuous improvement and adaptation. Ethical considerations and regulatory compliance are crucial at every stage. Potential biases in data and models must be addressed to maintain fairness and inclusiveness. Additionally, regulatory compliance, which includes adhering to data privacy laws and industry-specific regulations, must be monitored and followed. The data used, the algorithms selected, the methods used to monitor performance, and the ethical considerations addressed are all interconnected and contribute to the overall success of the AI product. Effectively managing this continuous loop, this iterative life cycle, builds effective and responsible AI products. AI is transforming industries by enhancing customer experiences, streamlining operations, and improving efficiency. However, building an AI product goes beyond technology. It requires strategic planning and informed decision-making at every stage for reliability and success. This video explores and analyzes the complexities of developing an AI-powered customer support chatbot. By the end, you will be able to identify key challenges, decisions, and outcomes that contribute to a successful AI deployment. In customer service, managing high inquiry volumes while maintaining fast and efficient support is a continuous challenge. AI-powered support chatbots help by automating responses to common questions, allowing human agents to focus on more complex issues. A large e-commerce company set out to develop an AI-powered support chatbot to improve customer service. While automation was the goal, the development process presented its own challenges, starting with data acquisition. The team chose to use past customer service transcripts to train the chatbot. However, they soon discovered the data was far from ideal. It contained numerous language variations, spelling errors, and incomplete conversations. To address this, the team made a crucial decision. They invested significant time in data cleaning and pre-processing. This involved standardizing language, correcting spelling errors, and removing irrelevant information from the transcripts. The quality of the training data directly impacted the chatbot's accuracy. This thorough data preparation resulted in a higher quality data set, improving the chatbot's ability to understand and respond to customer requests. The next challenge was model selection. The team evaluated various AI models for natural language understanding. They considered the trade-off between model complexity and computational efficiency. They chose a transformer-based model. These models excel at understanding context and capturing long-range dependencies in sequential data, which are crucial for a chatbot. However, transformer models require substantial computing resources for training, meaning the cost of the hardware and the electricity required to run the hardware are important factors to consider. This decision allowed the chatbot to handle a wider range of customer queries with relatively high accuracy, but it also increased development costs and time. Establishing explainability and trust was another critical challenge. Users needed to trust the chatbot's responses. The team designed the chatbot to provide clear and concise answers. They included links to relevant help articles and FAQs. They also implemented an easy option for users to switch to a human agent at any point in the conversation. These features were designed to enhance user confidence and encourage adoption. The team understood that user trust is essential for the chatbot's success. The team recognized the importance of continuous improvement. They implemented a system to monitor the chatbot's performance in real-world use. This included tracking key metrics such as customer satisfaction ratings, resolution rates, the percentage of queries resolved without human intervention, and the frequency of escalation to human agents. They also actively collected user feedback on the chatbot's perceived helpfulness and ease of use. Based on this data, the development team made ongoing decisions to refine the chatbot's responses, add new features to address common issues, and retrain the underlying AI model to improve its accuracy. This iterative process allowed the chatbot to evolve, becoming more effective and user-friendly over time, which is a core aspect of successful AI product management. This case study highlights the critical role of strategic decision-making in AI product development. From data preparation and model selection to explainability and continuous improvement, each choice directly impacts an AI system's success. Understanding these factors is essential for product managers, enabling them to build AI-driven solutions that are effective, reliable, and ethically responsible. By examining these challenges and decisions, you gain practical insights into the AI product lifecycle, insights that can be applied to real-world AI initiatives. The reliability of AI systems depends on their fairness. Bias can distort outcomes and erode user confidence. This video explores the nature of bias in AI models. Upon completion, you'll be able to identify common sources of bias in AI systems, apply techniques to detect these biases, and implement strategies to mitigate them, ensuring fairness and inclusivity. Bias in AI can arise at various stages, starting with data collection. If the training data does not accurately reflect the diversity of the real world, the AI model may develop skewed patterns. For instance, a facial recognition system trained primarily on lighter-skinned individuals may struggle to identify people with darker skin tones, leading to misidentification or exclusion. In recruitment AI, if historical hiring data favors male candidates, the model may reinforce gender biases, making it harder for equally qualified female candidates to be selected. Algorithmic bias happens when a model unintentionally favors certain features, putting some groups at a disadvantage. For example, a loan approval algorithm might rely too much on zip code or credit history, unintentionally disadvantaging communities with limited financial access. Even the way AI systems are evaluated can introduce bias. If an AI model is judged only on overall accuracy, It may perform well for the majority population, but fail for minority groups. For instance, a healthcare AI diagnosing diseases may work effectively for common demographic groups, but may be significantly less accurate for underrepresented populations due to a lack of diverse medical data in training. Human bias in labeling is also a concern. If annotators have unconscious biases, those biases can pass into the training data. For example, a sentiment analysis tool trained on biased data might wrongly label certain dialects as negative, leading to unfair content moderation. Detecting bias requires a thorough and systematic analysis of data, model behavior, and outcomes. One of the first steps is to assess the distribution of training data to determine whether certain groups are overrepresented or underrepresented. If the dataset used to train AI lacks diversity, the model would struggle to perform fairly across all populations. Fairness metrics assess whether AI treats groups equitably. Equal opportunity checks whether all groups have the same chance of a positive outcome. Statistical parity measures equal representation, and predictive parity compares accuracy across demographics. Explainable AI, or XAI techniques, provide further insights into how AI systems make decisions. Analysis on feature importance can reveal whether a model is overly reliant on certain variables, such as gender or race, when making predictions. Decision tree visualizations and model interpretability frameworks can help uncover hidden biases, allowing developers to refine models before deployment. Mitigating bias involves applying proactive strategies at every stage of AI development. One approach is data augmentation, where synthetic data is generated to better represent underrepresented groups, creating a more balanced training set. Another method is implementing fairness constraints during model training. These constraints promote fairness by preventing AI predictions from disproportionately favoring or disadvantaging any demographic group. Advanced techniques like adversarial debiasing help detect and correct bias in real time, leading to fairer decisions. Post-processing techniques like threshold adjustments and calibration refine the model's output after training to improve fairness. Regular audits and updates are crucial since AI fairness is an ongoing process. As data and societal norms evolve, continuous monitoring keeps AI aligned with ethical principles. Ensuring AI fairness demands continuous collaboration, particularly between data science, UX/UI, legal, and development teams. Product managers and developers must integrate fairness into AI models, from creation to use. They should promote ethical AI within their companies, collaborate with legal teams, and educate others on transparency and fairness. This focus helps AI systems remain effective, responsible, and beneficial to all users equally.
In this video, we'll explore how to use AI tools, like Copilot, to identify and mitigate bias in AI-generated content through effective prompt engineering. We'll take on the role of a product manager working with AI. As product managers, we want to leverage AI, but we also need to ensure our AI systems are fair and unbiased. This video will demonstrate how to craft prompts that help us achieve that goal. We'll go through a practical example, showing how a seemingly simple prompt can introduce bias, and how we can refine it to get more balanced results. Let's start with an example. Imagine we're using Copilot to research customer opinions about different project management software. We might begin with a straightforward prompt. Why is Microsoft Project so much better than Project Alpha? Now, let's analyze the output from Copilot. Notice how the AI focuses primarily on the advantages of Microsoft Project and the disadvantages of Project Alpha. It assumes the premise of the prompt and doesn't provide a balanced comparison. This is because the prompt itself is biased. It's a leading question. This is a classic example of how a leading question can influence an AI's response. The prompt doesn't ask for a neutral comparison. It steers the AI towards a predetermined conclusion. This can perpetuate existing biases or even create new ones. So, how do we fix this? We need to rephrase the prompt to be more neutral. Instead of asking why one product is better, we should ask for a balanced comparison. Let's change the prompt to compare and contrast Microsoft Project and Project Alpha, highlighting both their strengths and weaknesses. This prompt is more objective and does not imply a preference for either product. Now, let's look at the output from Copilot with the revised prompt. Notice how the AI provides a more balanced comparison. It discusses the strengths and weaknesses of both Microsoft Project and Project Alpha, allowing us to make a more informed decision. This demonstrates the power of prompt engineering in mitigating bias. By carefully crafting our prompts, we can guide AI to provide more objective and unbiased information. It's an iterative process. We often need to refine our prompts based on the AI's initial output. Here are some additional prompt engineering techniques to avoid bias. Specify the desired perspective. Provide context. Use counterfactual prompts. Request diverse examples. Avoid generalizations. Now let's look more closely at each one. First, let's specify the desired perspective. If you want the AI to consider different viewpoints, explicitly state that in your prompt. For example, analyze the impact of the new resource leveling feature, considering the perspectives of a project manager concerned about the increased complexity of task management and a team member focused on potential workload redistribution. Next, provide context in your prompt. Give the AI enough background information to understand the nuances of the topic. For example, considering a small software development team with a budget of $500 per month and a need for Gantt charts and task dependencies, what are the best project management tools? Microsoft Project or Project Alpha? It also helps to use counterfactual prompts. Ask the AI to consider alternative scenarios or perspectives. For example, what are the potential drawbacks of using Microsoft Project for large enterprises? And what alternative solutions like Project Alpha might they consider? Another tactic is to request diverse examples. If you're asking the AI to generate examples, specify that you want a diverse set. For instance, show me examples of successful project management software used by both small startups and large enterprises, including examples of cloud-based and on-premise solutions. Lastly, avoid generalizations. Prompts that use broad generalizations can lead to biased outputs. Be specific and ask for evidence-based information. For example, what are the documented differences in user satisfaction ratings between Microsoft Project and Project Alpha? And what is the evidence for these differences based on user reviews and industry reports? As product managers, we have a responsibility to ensure that the AI systems we build are fair and unbiased. By mastering prompt engineering techniques, we can leverage the power of AI while mitigating the risk of perpetuating harmful biases. This is an ongoing process of learning, experimentation, and refinement.
Launching an AI product without considering legal implications is risky. Imagine facing legal action for violating user privacy. Understanding the legal landscape is not optional, it's essential. This video provides practical strategies to ensure your AI products comply with relevant legal and regulatory requirements, including data protection, privacy, and intellectual property laws, which are essential for building user trust and avoiding costly legal issues. The rapid growth of artificial intelligence, or AI, brings evolving compliance challenges, especially in data protection. Regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA, set rules for collecting, processing, and storing user data. For example, GDPR's right to be forgotten mandates that companies delete all personal data of a user, including backups, when requested by the user. ensuring that no trace of their information remains. To comply, organizations must use encryption and access controls for secure data storage, conduct data privacy impact assessments, or DPIAs, to identify risks before launch, and define clear data retention policies. Maintaining records such as consent forms and data flow diagrams is essential for audits and regulatory reviews. Privacy goes beyond data protection to include user expectations and rights. AI products handling sensitive data, such as location or financial information, should clearly explain its use and give users control over tracking settings. A privacy by design approach integrates privacy at every stage, using techniques like differential privacy to anonymize data, limiting collection to what's necessary, and providing easy-to-manage privacy settings. Clear policies, transparent data usage, and user-friendly consent mechanisms like layered consent forms help build trust. AI products often generate content, making intellectual property a key concern. Copyright, patent, and trade secret laws protect creative works and inventions. For example, prevent AI-generated images from violating copyrights by using tools to detect similarities with existing works and clearly stating the source of training data. If your AI uses a unique image generation algorithm, patent protection may be required to prevent competitors from copying it. Protect confidential information like training data and model architectures through strong security measures, such as access controls and non-disclosure agreements. Key steps include conducting IP due diligence to identify infringement risks, securing licenses for third-party data or algorithms, and documenting AI-generated content origins, including training data and model details with legal guidance, especially for international IP laws. To put these strategies into practice, develop a clear compliance framework, conduct regular audits with legal checklists, use risk assessments to prioritize compliance efforts, and train employees on data protection, privacy, and IP practices. A well-structured checklist covering data rights, consent management, and IP licensing helps maintain compliance. Working closely with legal teams is crucial for handling cross-border data transfers and staying updated on evolving AI regulations. Compliance is an ongoing process that adapts to evolving laws and regulations. Automated compliance tools help monitor changes, while proactive updates, such as revising privacy policies, keep products aligned with legal requirements. Embedding legal considerations from design to launch strengthens user trust, enhances reputation, and creates a competitive edge. Understanding and addressing bias in AI models is crucial to prevent legal and ethical issues that can lead to discrimination. For instance, facial recognition AI trained mostly on light-skinned individuals may misidentify people of color, causing unfair outcomes. Strategies like data augmentation to create balanced training datasets, fairness metrics like disparate impact analysis, and thorough documentation of bias mitigation efforts help make AI more equitable and inclusive. By treating compliance as a core product feature, you enhance value, protect users and the company, and support long-term success. Transparent communication of compliance efforts to users, like publishing regular compliance reports and providing clear explanations of data usage, further builds trust and confidence in your product.
Welcome to the Stakeholder and Change Management Essentials module. Today, we're diving into the essential skill of stakeholder management. Think of stakeholders as the various players in a game, each with their own goals, motivations, and expectations.
Hi there. I'm Maria, a product manager. In my world, successful product development isn't just about building great products, it's also about managing relationships. As a product manager, you're like a skilled diplomat, navigating the needs and expectations of various stakeholders to ensure everyone is aligned and working towards a common goal. In this module, we'll learn how to identify key stakeholders. We'll explore who these stakeholders are, both internal, like your development team, marketing team and executives, and external, like customers, partners, and even regulators. Understand their interests. We'll delve into what motivates each stakeholder and what they hope to achieve from the product. Develop a communication plan. We'll learn how to effectively communicate with stakeholders, keep them informed, and manage their expectations. Navigate change management. We'll discuss strategies for handling resistance and ensuring smooth transitions during product changes or launches. Let's explore a few real-world examples. Imagine you're launching a new mobile app. Your development team is excited about the innovative features, but they're concerned about tight deadlines. You'll need to manage their expectations and ensure they have the resources and support they need to deliver a quality product on time. Meanwhile, your marketing team is eager to start promoting the app, but they need clear messaging and assets from you. You'll need to collaborate closely with them to ensure a successful launch campaign. And let's not forget your customers. They're the ultimate stakeholders. You'll need to gather their feedback throughout the development process to ensure you're building a product they'll love. Effective stakeholder management is about building relationships, fostering trust, and keeping everyone informed and engaged. It's also about anticipating and addressing potential conflicts or resistance to change.
Welcome to the exciting world of stakeholder management. In the realm of product management, successful journeys depend on strong relationships and collaboration. Think of it like a bustling airport where various individuals and teams play crucial roles in ensuring passengers reach their destinations safely and smoothly.
Hi there, I'm Aaron, and I'm here to guide you through the intricacies of stakeholder management. In product development, we have a diverse group of individuals and teams with different needs and perspectives, much like the passengers, crew, and staff at an airport. Just as a well-functioning airport relies on seamless coordination and communication between various parties, a successful product depends on strong relationships with its stakeholders. Let's explore some key players in this journey and how their needs influence the product's development and success. Each stakeholder has their own unique perspective and priorities, much like passengers have different destinations and travel preferences. As a product manager, your role is to understand these perspectives, address their needs, and ensure a smooth and successful journey for everyone involved. For example, let's say you're developing a new travel booking app. Your customers, the travelers, want an easy-to-use interface and personalized recommendations. Your development team, the pilots and engineers, needs clear requirements and sufficient time to build robust features. Your marketing team, the flight attendants, needs compelling stories to promote the app's benefits. And your executives, the air traffic controllers, are looking for increased bookings and revenue growth. By understanding each stakeholder's needs and fostering open communication, you can create a product that not only delights your customers, but also achieves your business goals. Remember, successful product management is about more than just building a great product. It's about facilitating a successful journey for everyone involved. By building strong relationships, understanding diverse perspectives, and ensuring effective communication, you'll navigate the complexities of product development and lead your product to its final destination, success.
Change is the only constant in product development. In this video, we'll explore why embracing change is essential for success, especially in industries like enterprise software and B2B services. Change can be seen as an opportunity to innovate and improve, not a threat. By the end of this video, you'll learn to discuss the inevitability of change in product development and how product managers can proactively manage it. In product development, change is inevitable. Whether it's a new version of Microsoft Azure or shifting market demands, change drives progress, but it can also be disruptive. Your ability to manage change can determine your success in the role of a product manager. It's important to navigate change with confidence and use it as a stepping stone to deliver better products. Change comes in various forms, whether they're new security features in Office 365 or shifting customer requirements for cloud services. Instead of fearing it, view change as a chance to innovate. A dynamic product roadmap that adapts to new technologies or feedback is crucial for staying relevant and competitive. Reframing how you think about change is the first step. View it through the lens of growth and innovation. Shift your mindset to see your product roadmap as a flexible guide, not a rigid plan. This allows for the integration of new developments, such as emerging enterprise solutions or customer needs, keeping your product ahead of the curve. Encourage your team to adopt a similar attitude. Open communication and active listening fuel innovation. Make it clear that everyone's contributions are valued. Teams that quickly adapt, like those who embrace the latest updates from cloud service platforms, are those that thrive and succeed in turning threats into opportunities. Now, let's focus on a critical element of successful change management: transparent communication. Keep stakeholders informed about any product changes, be it feature updates or shifts in timelines. Open communication builds trust and ensures all parties remain aligned with the product's strategic direction, enhancing the likelihood of success. While you can't predict every change, you can certainly orient yourself for some actions. To identify potential shifts and disruptions, make sure to acquaint yourself with industry trends. For example, keeping track of updates in your provider's cloud services may highlight opportunities for improvement in your services. Stay updated with industry trends via publications and conferences. New technologies or regulatory changes significantly impact product roadmaps, including those for enterprise solutions. Networking with professionals provides valuable insights into potential shifts that require attention. Monitor competitor activities like changes in their software features or new market entries. Understanding your competitors helps shape your strategy and prepare your product for upcoming challenges. Listen closely to your customers and team. Customer feedback through surveys or interviews often highlights emerging trends or unmet needs. Internal feedback helps fine-tune strategies and encourages a proactive approach to improvement. Engaging in these activities allows you to scan the horizon for potential opportunities or threats. Quick identification means better planning and adapting strategies early, keeping your product competitive and aligned with market needs. Early identification of potential changes provides more time to react strategically. Proactive change management enables you to stay ahead. Navigating product development confidently positions your product as relevant and successful. Take the time to recognize and celebrate when your team successfully navigates change. Acknowledging efforts boosts morale and fosters a culture that welcomes future challenges, resulting in continuous improvement and innovation. In product development, change is unavoidable, but with the right approach, it becomes a catalyst for innovation. Embrace it, strive for adaptability, and communicate openly. By doing so, you and your team will maintain relevance and continue providing exceptional products.
Welcome to this video on how to use Monday.com to streamline communication and track engagement with your stakeholders. This video will walk you through how to use Monday.com's features to keep everyone aligned, facilitate seamless communication, and ensure that your team stays engaged throughout the project lifecycle. By the end of this video, you'll have a good understanding of how Monday.com can improve your stakeholder management process, ensuring that communication flows efficiently and stakeholders are kept informed at every step. We'll start by opening Monday.com. Monday.com is designed to be a highly visual tool, offering an intuitive dashboard that allows you to view, track, and manage your projects. This makes it ideal for managing both internal team communications and external stakeholder engagement. Step 1. In Monday.com, communication and tracking are primarily organized through boards. These boards can be customized to fit the unique needs of your project or organization. To start, let's create a new board for stakeholder management. Click on plus Add New Board and name it Stakeholder Engagement. This board will serve as a central hub where you can track tasks, manage updates, and communicate with key stakeholders. You can organize this board into columns that represent different stages of engagement, like initiated, in progress, and completed. Step 2. With the board set up, the next step is to add tasks. Tasks in Monday.com represent individual action items or key milestones related to stakeholder communication. To add a task, click plus Add Task in the board. Let's say one task is to prepare stakeholder update on product launch. We'll add that task and then assign it to the appropriate person by selecting an owner. This ensures each team member knows exactly what they are responsible for. To keep stakeholders engaged, it's crucial to ensure that tasks are clearly defined and properly assigned. In Monday.com, you can also add due dates to tasks by clicking the calendar icon. For instance, this update might need to be ready by Friday. Step 3. One of the most powerful features of Monday.com is the ability to communicate directly within tasks. Each task has a dedicated update section where team members can leave comments, ask questions, or share documents. For example, if the task owner has a question about the content of the stakeholder update, they can add a comment in the update section. Other team members or stakeholders who are part of the task can respond in real time. This keeps all communication centralized. Step 4. Effective stakeholder management often involves sharing documents, such as status reports or presentations. Monday.com allows you to attach files directly to tasks, making it easy for stakeholders to access important information. Let's say the stakeholder update requires a PowerPoint presentation. You can upload the file directly to the task by clicking the Add File button or by dragging and dropping. Step 5. Keeping stakeholders in the loop often means sending frequent updates. Monday.com's automation features help streamline this process. You can set up automations to send notifications to stakeholders when a task is completed or when a deadline is approaching. To do this, click on Automate and choose the rule you want to apply. For example, you can automate an email notification to be sent to the stakeholder when the Prepare Stakeholder Update on Product Launch task is marked as complete. This ensures that stakeholders are kept informed. This example shows how you can customize each part of the automation, but there are many templates and pre-built automations to take advantage of. Step 6. In addition to managing tasks and communication, Monday.com allows you to track engagement metrics to understand how well your stakeholders are engaging with the project. By using the status column, you can mark tasks as in progress, stuck, or completed, giving stakeholders a clear view of project progress at a glance. For example, if the stakeholder update is marked as working on it, team members and stakeholders will know that the work is underway but not yet complete. If a task gets stuck due to external delays, you can mark it as stuck and leave a note explaining the reason. You can see the overall status of the group of tasks by looking at the bottom row. Step 7. Monday.com's dashboards offer a high-level view of project progress, making it easy to communicate updates to stakeholders in a visual format. Dashboards can include graphs, charts, and timelines that show task completion rates, upcoming deadlines, and engagement levels. To create a dashboard, click Add View, then explore more views and select Workload. This helps managers know who needs help and who might be available for more work. By organizing tasks, centralizing communication, and automating updates, Monday.com allows you to streamline the entire process and ensure that stakeholders are always informed and engaged with your project.
Welcome to the high-wire act of product management, balancing the demands of diverse stakeholders. Like a skilled tightrope walker, product managers must carefully navigate competing interests and find a path that leads to success for all.
I'm Robert, and I'm here to share the secrets of managing conflicting stakeholder expectations. As a product manager, you'll often find yourself in the middle of a delicate balancing act, with stakeholders pulling you in different directions. For me, on one side of the rope, there are marketing, sales, and executives, pulling me towards innovation, revenue growth, and market share. On the other side, there are engineering, design, and customer support, pulling me toward technical feasibility, user experience, and product stability. Imagine you're launching a new fitness tracker. The marketing team wants flashy features to attract customers. The engineers prioritize technical feasibility and stability, and the finance team is focused on cost efficiency. It's like walking a tightrope, carefully balancing each step to avoid falling. Each stakeholder has their own priorities and goals, and it's easy to feel pulled in different directions. But remember, the key is to find common ground and create a solution that benefits everyone. How do we achieve this delicate balance? Here are a few tips. Active listening. Take the time to truly understand each stakeholder's perspective and concerns. Clear communication. Set clear expectations, provide regular updates, and be transparent about any trade-offs or compromises. Data-driven decision-making. Use data and insights to support your decisions and demonstrate the value of different approaches. Collaboration and compromise. Encourage open dialogue and foster a collaborative environment where everyone feels heard and respected. Focus on the shared goal. Remind everyone that the ultimate goal is to create a successful product that benefits both the business and the users. By skillfully managing stakeholder expectations, you can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for collaboration and innovation. Remember, it's not about pleasing everyone all the time. It's about finding the right balance and making decisions that move the product forward in the right direction.